Hi, I'm Shelley Wood, and this is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a pair of summer shorts for very tiny 6.5 inch or 16.5 centimeter dolls, like vintage Topper Dawn dolls, the Pippa dolls from Palitoy, Remco's I Dream of Jeannie dolls, and similar sized tiny fashion dolls. But before we begin, please go to my website, shelleywood.com, to download and print this free PDF sewing pattern. Use your free pattern to cut out these two pieces. Lay one fabric piece over the top of the other, keeping, as we like to say, right sides together. Sew one of the crotches. Now I'm using a contrasting color of thread, but I would recommend using a matching color for your project. Once you finish sewing the crotch, clip it. I'm using Fisker's Precision Detail scissors for this, and I highly recommend them, especially for tiny projects like this. There's a link to them in the description below. Open your doll's shorts up like this and create a casing by folding the fabric once and then a second time with a little deeper fold. Your pattern is marked for this. Make your casing wide enough for elastic to fit. I'm using a whip stitch to sew along the very edge of my casing. If you need help with a whip stitch, I do have a tutorial for that in the description below this video on YouTube. When your casing is done, measure your doll's waist for elastic and cut it with a slight overlap. I recommend using elastic by the yard's 1/8 inch. Attach a tiny safety pin to one end of the elastic. Send the safety pin through the casing. Hold the elastic in place with straight pins on each side of the casing. Now, just to show you what I mean, I'm sending that safety pin through my casing. Sometimes when you get to the seam, you have to give that safety pin a little bit of a twist. Okay, now before my elastic runs out, I insert my straight pin to hold it in place, check to make sure it's all the way through, and then continue to the end. Go ahead and put another straight pin through, remove your safety pin, and now you have your elastic. Now your shorts should look like this. Fold them in half, bringing the pins together. Stitch all the way through the ends of the elastic and continue stitching down the second crotch. Take one of the shorts legs at the bottom of it and fold it once along the bottom of the leg, and then a second time so we can create a hem. Whip stitch along the edge of this hem fold. Now your shorts should look like this so far. We still need to hem the other leg. Fold the unhemmed leg once and then a second time to create another hem. And now I'm just showing you my finished hem. I'm going to now fold this area for a second hem. So I fold once and then a second time. And again, the whip stitch tutorial is in the description below. Whip stitch across this leg's hem. Bring the inseams together. So here I am bringing the inseams together so you understand what I mean by that. and sew from the bottom of one hemmed short leg to the other hemmed shorts leg. I used a backstitch for this, and again there's a link to my backstitch tutorial in the description below. When you're all done stitching, clip the center points and invert your shorts. So I'm about to clip. You want to clip once and then a second time right in the center. Be careful when you clip to make sure you don't cross over the thread. And now you're ready to try the shorts on a doll. For more of my free printable PDF sewing patterns and patterns to fit dolls of many shapes and all different sizes, please remember to visit my website, shelleywood.com.
What if there was an easy way to take a big doll pattern and resize it to fit a little doll, or vice versa? I'm Shelley Wood, the doll clothing designer, and in my pattern alteration class, I'm going to share with you my resizing formula.
But don't worry, you don't have to be really good at math to learn how to take a pattern you already own and make adjustments to that pattern so it will fit a different doll. And that's just one feature of pattern alterations. In my class, you'll also learn how to shorten and lengthen a pair of pants, and how to turn a pair of pants into shorts, or how to widen them at the waist, and even how to lengthen the inseam for taller dolls. We'll also learn how to adjust a skirt, making skirts that are more full or less full for a totally different look, and I'll show you how to create a gusset for a dress bodice, and how to design your own waistband for a skirt based on your doll's measurements. I'll walk you through the steps to several different pattern alterations, teaching you how to lengthen and shorten shirt sleeves, and how to make felt prototypes before you finalize your pattern. Regardless of the size or shape of the doll you enjoy sewing for, altering your patterns will help you turn your creative ideas for making original doll clothes into a variety of patterns for making shirts, pants, shorts, skirts, and dresses.
I invite you to join me. We are going to have so much fun.